Today, I attempted to build a quasi-agent. A quasi-agent acts like an LLM, although is very constricted. My goal was to create a quasi-agent. My method was to create 3 prompts that take context from each other and build upon each other. The difficulties were I don't yet understand these steps in the workflow. The resolution was I asked ChatGPT to help me write the code, and it worked, but is it correct in this context? I'm not sure. I don't think so. So after progressing on the course, my course has provided me with an example of what the code should look like. Although today I don't have the brain capacity to keep working on that as it's late, so I'm going to crack on with that tomorrow. The next steps are, well, tomorrow is to try with the new code, and also I've asked ChatGPT to write me some homework. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, so today I attempted to build a quasi-agent, and that is like a 3-step pre-prompt process. So the first prompt will provide context for the second and the third, and you're supposed to use information from prompt 1 to prompt 2 to prompt 3. And I think this is where I got it wrong. I didn't know how to take the information from prompt 1 to prompt 2 and then to prompt 3. So I asked ChatGPT for loads of help, and that comes with many limitations, which I'll show you right now. So, for example, my prompt 1 was, give the system content, you're a Python expert that can write me basic Python code. And I was like, hello, can you write me some code? So I added this, and it asked me, okay, what do you need help with? And then I tried to ask it that, and it wouldn't work in terminal. So that was an issue, of course, because I didn't know how to respond to the LLM from terminal. Okay, so this is the response that it gave me. Here's a function that does that. Okay, so then I asked ChatGPT to write me the second run-up code after I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, hey, how can I build a quasi-agent in response to what it is I'm trying to do? I copied and pasted the task into ChatGPT, and it presented me with this code, which looks, complicated. Anyway, this is the response they gave me. So, generate list of all prime numbers under 1,000. Okay, so here we go. So prompt 1 provides context. Prompt 2 provides something that we can see, and it explains into detail what it is. So it really develops the function. And then prompt 3 is, I suppose, more detail. Here it is, role system. Turn a single fence Python block. Okay. So here are some of the user requests, and then this is the response that we got. Now, from this, it's basically explained what a prime number is, or check if a number is prime. Anyway, what I've learned from this is, what I haven't learned is how to build the quasi-agents. It seems that although I gave ChatGPT fairly clear instructions, I think I could have spent more time prompt engineering. It hasn't given. I'm more confused than I was than when I began. Although luckily I've been given example code further on in the course that I'm going to try tomorrow. So that's it really. This is just more examples of code, and myself using code probably in not the way that I intended, although I guess it's still learning. So yeah, I will post an update tomorrow on my next attempt to try and build a quasi-agent. And after I've done that, I'm going to start working on building my first real agent, which is going to be cool. So I'll see you soon on that.